Where might you go for the May Bank Holiday weekend?
To Kerry, of course.
To the northern tip of the county.
To Tarbert, in the words of McGreevy, that's not a lovely village.
You'll discover delightful farmland.
You will discover delightful bogland.
You will discover wonderful woodland.
And a more scenic shoreline. Don't forget to bring
Your walking shoes.
Your dancing shoes.
Your singing voice.
your raincoat.
Your sunscreen.
And a keen ear.
Because you just might hear the cuckoo.
Remember, you'll meet old friends.
You'll make new friends. Whatever your age.
You can stroll and chat.
Or set a blistering pace.
Across the townlands of Tarbert.
If I get drunk, well I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I heaver, yeah I know I'm gonna be the man who's heavering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
The Cuckoo Walking Festival, which has been running now for 8 years, I suppose it started a little bit low-key in that one wasn't too sure of how this was going to manifest itself within the community. But over the years it has developed and strengthened so that now there is actually quite a large community involvement. It's an annual festival held on the May Bank Holiday weekend. Everybody in the community really gets involved in some ways, I suppose. It isn't just those of us that like walking, it is also the farming community. Usually they're absolutely brilliant in saying, come on, you're welcome. In fact, some people are so welcoming that it's often hard to get away from them, and they want to make tea and they want to have all sorts of appy tarts and scones and whatever for the walkers. The church also gets involved because on the weekend of the festival the altar is festooned with wildflowers, walking sticks and booths. So there is a big community involvement. It's great to see people coming back and getting together in a community spirit in various pubs and that at night after the walks. On the first day of the festival, the opening day of the festival, the children from the national school, all of them, are taken by their teachers and some of their parents for walks, depending on the age. The younger ones go on little short walks and the older ones on somewhat longer walks. And indeed even from the comprehensive school, usually a group of walkers will do a walk on the Friday, the opening day of the festival. So there is a kind of across-the-board community involvement in that particular weekend.
The first Cuckoo Walking Festival was in 2006. We felt it was a long time since there was a festival in Tarbert, so we thought it would be nice to have a gathering of people to come back to Tarbert. So the people that were involved in the Woodland Walk decided maybe a walking festival would be a way of doing it. As it is a time that the cuckoo comes in May and goes again in June. We have been as far away as Ballyhaig for our walks, back to Canocanore in Ballybunion. We've been up to Castle Island, but we always come back to most of our walks, like have been in Tarbert. Covers every corner of Tarbert from the west of the parish to the north and the south, and up as far as the Shannon as well. But most of our walks would be, we'll say, 8 to 15 miles, which would cater for the more leisurely walker, the more casual walker, which we're happy enough to facilitate.
Well, what makes Tarbert special is really we have 3 very unique walks in Tarbert. I suppose the first walk would be the John F. Leslie Woodland Walk, where we are now. It starts at the Bridewell, and in the Bridewell area you would have the remains of 2 historical sites, the Russell's store and the Hill store. But then you continue into the wood, and the wood, it's a very old wood, it's all ash, oak, beech, all native trees. You also have, when you leave the wood, that you come out onto the Island Road, and the Island Road has a lot of features itself. It has the power station that was built going back in the early 70s. And then you have the two piers, which were very much in operation up to the time of the war. So there's a lot of history attached to the John F. Leslie Woodland Walk. The second walk we'd have would be a shore-to-shore walk. It takes you through the village of Tarbert, and it takes you on the Glyn Road. From the Glyn Road, you walk to the shore. It's called Rusheen, and Rusheen is a beautiful place. It's in the Tarbert Bay, and it continues along the shore as well. But you come on to the Walls Wood. Walls Wood is also an old native wood. From there, it'll take you on to the farmland at the south side of the parish, and it'll take you to the shore again. The shore then is in the lower banks of the Shannon, where you have a lot of shipping area. Money Point is across the way. Tarbert Island is there, the power station. And it continues back up into the village again. Our third walk is a walk where we start at the cross of the wood. That's real cuckoo country there. You're guaranteed to hear the cuckoo there in the month of May. So there's a lot of features there in the line of bogland, heathers, a lot of wildlife there. The mountain larks are there, and the turf cutting in the month of May. So you have a lot to see that walk as well.